If you haven't explored very many of the local trails in the Steamboat Springs area, you're missing out on one of the very best parts of being here. There are so many beautiful trails to choose from. Today, I want to share 5 great beginner friendly hikes for you and your friends or your family to enjoy right here or near Steamboat Springs. Now, I've done all of these hikes many times, and they're all amazing and worth your time to go explore, I promise you. The first one on the list is Mad Creek to the Barn. This is a beautiful and a simple hike, and technically it's rated as more difficult, but it's very appropriate for beginners in my opinion. Bring your pets, but please keep them on a leash for others and their animals as well, because there's lots of both on this trail and it's real popular. Mad Creek's one of the first trails also to open up in the spring, and it's always a fun little hike out to the barn and back. And it's about 1.8 miles from the parking lot to the barn. And if you haven't made it out to the wilderness area, which is out beyond the barn, kind of off to the right from where you see the barn, come out and do that in the summer. It's just beautiful and worth a wander out to simply go hang out for a day and explore. You're bound to see lots of people and pets, but there's plenty of room for everyone. And it's a guaranteed enjoyable time for all. Mad Creek, you can sit down by the creek. It's really beautiful. It's just a nice place. To get there, head north up County Road 129 about 5 miles and watch for the parking area and the trailhead on the right side of the road. And as of 2025, you also need to pay a $5 per vehicle parking fee, and that's at the trailhead there. So just bring some cash with you and carpool with your group if possible. Number 2 on the list is the Hot Springs Trail. And the Hot Springs Trail is fairly unique, and it's a nice, simple hike rated as easy. The Strawberry Park Hot Springs is a well-known destination in Steamboat Springs, and that's where that trail ends, or begins, depending on which direction you're going. But this trail is also accessed from that Mad Creek parking lot that I just mentioned in the first trail. So you can park at that trailhead, and then instead of heading up the Mad Creek Trail, you just walk south along the county road for a few hundred yards, and you'll ultimately go through 2 gates, and the trailhead will be on the right. And the trail is marked Forest Service number 1169. It's about 5.7 miles round trip from the Mad Creek parking lot out to the hot springs and back. And if you want to visit the hot springs while you're there, be sure to bring a swimsuit, a towel, and $20. This is a great hike, and especially when you throw in a little relaxing soak as part of your trip. And then you can have lunch, and then you can hike back. It's a really nice day. All right, so number 3 on the list is Blackmer Trail. And Blackmer is just a road that goes up Emerald Mountain up to a place called the Quarry. But don't let that fool you. It'll have you breathing hard for sure. It's just a steady kind of steep uphill. Very doable, but not an easy flat trail by any means. It's a really cool hike up too. It's rated as easy to intermediate, and you just have great views all the way up, looking off at Emerald Mountain and off toward the mountain, the big ski mountain here in Steamboat. So it's really beautiful. And the quarry is a real popular spot that everyone kind of visits at some point on the mountain there. It's got a great view of Steamboat from up there, and it's just a nice place to hang out and meet others who love the outdoors as well. Well worth your time and effort. And here's a little pro tip. Get up there early for the balloon rodeo if you come to that. To get there, drive past the library at 1289 Lincoln and across the bridge and the railroad tracks. Take the first left and then take a left again up at the yield sign and just drive all the way up to the trailhead. You'll see a big picture of the trailhead up at the top. It's about a 4 mile round trip to the quarry and back from there. And it's just a really nice hike, pretty simple, and lots of people do that. All right, so number 4 on our list is Spring Creek. Spring Creek is one of my very favorite trails. Now, I've lived here a long time, and I always joke still, and I say that Spring Creek never gets easier sometimes because it's just really a hard trail. There's a lot of elevation gain. And this is on my mountain bike, of course, so there's a lot of uphill, and it's really hard if you're riding a bike. But the trail is rated more difficult, and it's about 5.2 miles up to the top with around, like I said, 1,200 feet of elevation gain. And it's more challenging to be sure, but the views along this trail are just amazing, if you ask me, and it has it all. It's just got a ton of great places to rest and relax along the way. It's just a nice hike up, and it does get lots of use, but it's really amazing. To get there, head up Fish Creek Falls Road and turn left on Amethyst Drive and drive down to the intersection of County Road 34. You'll see the high school and the football field, kind of track field off to the left, and the trailhead will be there on the right. It looks just like a road there, and you'll know exactly where it is. There's tons of people there. You can park anywhere along the county roads over there, or the city by the high school, and then you can just head right up the county road there. All right, and finally, the 5th one on my list is Lower Emerald. Now, Blackmer Trail is on Emerald Mountain, but this access point is right behind the rodeo grounds in downtown Steamboat Springs. And it really is a gem. I mean, Emerald Mountain is just a beautiful, beautiful place. And there's lots of trails up there. And for those of us who live here, we talk a lot about this special place to have right in town because we can ride right there from our house or walk from our house. And we just have this amazing trail network. It does get a lot of mountain bike traffic, and I'm sure this can be a little frustrating for hikers who also like to enjoy it. But we have plenty of space and we can all share, so it's fine. Emerald is a fairly big place. There's, like I said, lots of trails up there. But Lower Mountain alone is just a fun place to kind of go explore and hike around, especially if you've never been there. There's a huge trail map right at the bottom there near, and some restrooms as well. So take a picture of that trail map and then just go up and explore a little bit. You can kind of just hike around and choose your own adventure, if you will. So there's lots to do and see, and many different trails to explore. So just kind of go play with it, check it out, see what you like, loop it around a little bit and go explore. It's a super fun place. I hope you enjoyed this short video on some local Steamboat Springs hikes that are relatively simple and fun. If you'd like to hear more about a specific trail or topic, please let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to look into it and see if there's something I can put together for you. And please keep in mind there are seasonal closures for some of these trails, and usually it's posted on the trails. So if you do happen to go to a trail that you haven't checked, you're going to see a notice down at the bottom of the trail telling you that it's closed for the season, for the elk migrations. And the elk calving actually is what most of those trails get closed for. Please subscribe at outdoorinform.com for our bi-weekly newsletter. That's packed with all kinds of information about the outdoors. We give tips and tricks and talk about gear and much more. And I look forward to seeing you out on the trail.